Did you know your boss can legally watch you while you work from home? The University of New South Wales found that if organisations provide adequate legal notice to employees, they may monitor employees through cameras, audio, keystrokes, and mouse movements, even in remote work settings. Recent analysis found well over 500 related technology bossware products were available on the market for companies to track their employees. University of New South Wales Business School professor Peter Leonard said, "Surveillance is broadly illegal except where the law expressly permits it. The Workplace Surveillance Act New South Wales mandates that companies provide employees with a 14-day notice if they intend to use surveillance in the workplace. Only notice is required. Employers are not required to get prior consent from affected employees." He said, "If you are working from home and you're using equipment or online services provided at the expense of the employer, then with prior notice the employer can undertake surveillance. How do you know if you're being monitored?" Well, Leonard said if employees are concerned about workplace surveillance practices, they should ask their employer for a full description of those practices and associated policies. He said the assumption is that if you're using a work device or work-paid resource, then your employer may be monitoring your use. The main concern for businesses is employee productivity. So if your boss doesn't think you're doing the work you should, they may want to start monitoring it. But employees are justifiably worried. Leonard said there is understandable concern among employees about employers spying on their activities, but added, in some limited circumstances, an employee's legitimate expectations of privacy may need to give way to concerns and legal responsibilities of employers to protect workplace safety, information security, or commercial confidentiality. For instance, assume that I log into a work-provided service from an uncustomary overseas location. My employer might use geolocating features to query whether it was me logging in. To ensure information security, some employers also use keystroke technology. Analyzing patterns of keystroking that may indicate a person typing is not the individual entitled to use a particular user account. What do you think?